y'all, so we're going to start off very similar to how we did last week. Hey, in case you don't know, welcome to Steel Mace Building Blocks live. Steel Mace Flow session number 1. I am your grateful guide, Coach Zach Yannick. We're going to be moving and grooving through a little bit of a mobility practice here before we move our way into some Steel Mace Flow. Now, this mobility practice will start off very similar to what we did last time, but there's going to be a little bit of mix, a little bit of change up when we get to the hip region, just because we are playing with some different angles. So let's start off with the neck. What we're going to do is just glance up and then glance back down. And as we start to do that, let's just make sure our feet are about hip width apart, pointing forward. Knees are soft, hips are tucked, ribs are tucked, shoulders are pulled down and back a little bit. We're just glancing, looking up, looking down, staying stable, staying controlled. And from here, let's take our glance and let's move it left and right. Same idea, we'll press into end range of motion, we'll search for tension, but we're gonna do that by keeping everything else as locked down as we can. We're looking to isolate, not compensate. Cool, let's find a little bit of the tilt now from side to side. I'm gonna push my opposite arm down, searching for tension through the shoulder, maybe right through those fingertips. Good. All right, now keeping the chin nice and level, we're gonna ditch the tilt. We're gonna find sliding glide. We're gonna push the chin forward and pull the chin back. Again, looking for sliding glide now, no longer that tilt and turn. Finding our end range is still low. Good. From there, we're going to keep that sliding glide, but we'll move it side to side, still keeping that nice control, still keeping that separation, eyes forward. Very good. And let's find rotation with it now. So we'll draw a circle with that chin. Again, still looking for slide and glide, keeping those eyes forward, owning our separation, keeping our control. And let's switch directions. Same thing going the other way. Again, owning our rotation, keeping our control nice and smooth. I don't know if you can hear it on the microphone, but I can hear my kids doing an obstacle course upstairs. We've been working on it all morning. All right, we'll work our way down to the ribs. We'll slide and glide those now from side to side. So I'd recommend pulling the earth apart with the feet a little bit, really thinking about keeping your hips still, and then finding those ribs sliding. I like hand on sternum, hand below navel personally, so I can see and feel separation. Some people like arms up to the side. Some people just be chilling. You do you. Cool. And from there, we're now going to push our heart through our ribs and then push it through the spine, doing our best to keep hips locked down and owning separation, keeping control, pressing through ranges of motion, of course, remembering to breathe. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Personally, I think works fantastic. Helps things out. All right, from there, let's find rotation with it. We're going to draw a circle with those ribs. I think about my sternum as a pencil, and I'm trying to draw a circle on the ground while keeping my hips as still as I can. Owning separation between upper and lower. And from here, let's switch directions. Same thing going the other way. Again, owning my separation, keeping my control, cabbage patching, doing what I need to find my rotation. Cool. From here, we're going to find our way to the hips. What we'll do there is, again, nice lockdown position. We're going to push our hips to one side, then push our hips to the other, doing our best to keep those ribs locked down. Some people like thumbs on ribs and index down. Some people, again, like sternum and navel, but we're keeping separation. We're keeping control. And from there, let's find a pelvic tilt. We'll tuck the hips back, then we'll tuck them underneath. We'll tuck the hips back. We'll tuck them underneath. Again, keeping separation between upper and lower, ribs locked, hips moving, tilting the dish. You know, thinking about the pelvis as a bowl, spilling out one way, spilling out the other. Good way to think of it. But we'll find rotation with it now. So we'll draw a circle with those hips and doing our best to keep our ribs locked down. Knees are soft, smooth and controlled. And from there, we'll switch directions. Same thing going the other way. And owning our rotation, keeping our control, nice and smooth with it. All right, very good. We're going to work our way down to the ankle now. Keeping the knee straight, we're just going to lift one heel up and then our toes up. Other side is not lifting. We're keeping our knees straight so it doesn't compensate. We're just letting it lift up into that hip. From there, we're going to go outside and inside from pinky toe to big toe. Again, pressing into end range of motion, searching for some tension, opening it up, doing our best not to sway or rock. We're owning our lines. We'll switch sides now. Again, lifting our heel up, lifting our toe up, knee is staying straight. We're loading some weight into that side of the body. We're pressing to that end range and searching for that tension. Very good. Cool, and now we'll find our outside and inside on this ankle. Again, same idea, pinky toe to big toe to pinky toe. Doing our best not to sway or rock. We're pressing into end ranges. We're searching for our tension, opening it up. All right, and feel free to use the mace for balance aid. In this next few, we're going to pick our knee up and we're going to find rotation with it. We're going to draw a circle, drawing as smooth, round, and controlled of a circle as we can find. We're owning our rotation here. Cool, and we'll switch directions. Same thing, going the other way. Again, finding rotation, keeping that control. All right. We'll find our way to the other side now. Same idea, knee comes up. We find the circle. We own the rotation. We're nice and controlled. Good. Doesn't have to be fast circles, of course. Nice, smooth, and controlled is always what we're looking for. And let's go ahead and switch directions. Same thing going the other way. As round as we can. I was rushing there. My circles started to get weird. I felt it. Saw it on camera too. Documented. All right, cool. Let's let the leg down. Next, what we're going to do, definitely wanting a mace nearby because a balance aid is going to be a thing. We're going to want to point the toe while keeping our leg low, and we're going to draw small circles inward. Cool. From here, let's flex the foot, so point the toes to the sky, and let's circle outward. All right, now for the fun part. Pointing the toe again, but we're going to lift the leg as high as it'll go, and we'll rotate inward again. Keyword is as high as it'll go. That might not be very different from what the first one looked like, but we're going to try and press as high as we can with each little rotation. From here, we're going to flex the foot, and we're going to press into that end range again at the top end and rotate out. This is mobility, and the first time I'll say it in mobility, but pause if you need to. Work when you can. Press to that tension. Search it out. Open the hip up. This should be pretty sensory rich. Cool, let's take a switch. Same thing other side. Pointing the toe, keeping it low. We'll rotate in. All right, from here, same idea. Flex the foot. Let's rotate out. Still keeping it low. Nice little small circles in the hip. Sensory rich. Nice way of saying you're going to feel some shit. All right, let's point the toe, lift it as high as it'll go, and we'll rotate in. Again, trying to lift a little higher with each rotation. Pressing into end range of motion, searching for that tension. Find the fire a little bit. All right, from here, let's flex the foot and let's rotate out. Same idea, lifting a little higher with each circle, pressing to tension, opening it up. All right, cool. Let's let that leg down. We're going to go out to the side now. Same idea, though. We're going to point the toe, keep it low. We'll rotate forward like, kicking something in front of you. Good. All right, flexing the foot. Trying to keep the toes pointing forward. We're going to rotate back. Your hip will probably try and compensate and put the toes towards the sky. I want you to try and turn them down towards the ground to try and keep them forward. All right, pointing the toe again, high as it'll go, finding rotation there. Again, pressing to tension, trying to lift a little higher with each rotation, opening, finding that tension, sensory rich. Flexing the foot, rotating back. Again, trying to lift a little higher with each circle, pressing to that tension, opening it up, finding the fire. And let's let that leg down. Give it a shake. Let's try the other side. Same idea. Pointing toe, keeping low. rotating forward. After this one, we're going to get into those leg swings that we do. They feel so good after these ones. All right, flexing the foot, rotating back. Again, key here, toes forward to the ground. Don't want them rotating up towards the sky. Trying to find tension in certain areas, y'all. Getting you ready for some side lunges. All right, pointing the toe, high as it'll go. Rotating forward. Again, trying to lift a little higher with each rotation. Pressing the end range of motion. Searching tension. Control, y'all. That's what it's about. All right, flexing the foot. Toes pointing forward, or again, trying to angle down a little bit. We'll rotate back. Good, y'all. Almost through it. All right, let that leg down. Let's give just a nice big leg swing, front and back. High as you can on the front end for the hamstring, high as you can on the back end for the hip. Good, y'all. I don't know if you feel those ones as much as I do, but I definitely feel those ones. Love them. All right, let's switch sides. Same thing, big swing. Smooth and controlled. All right, we'll swing a leg up to the side now. And we'll switch sides. Good, y'all. All right, we're going to open it up, close it back down, lift the knee up high to do so. Picket fences, what they called this when I played rugby. You're stepping over a picket fence. All right, we'll switch sides. Brilliant. We'll find our way to the shoulders now. We'll start with the palm facing forward. We'll lift it up until it gets stuck. We'll rotate it. We'll circle it through. Doing our best to keep chest and shoulders pointing forward, not twisting, turning, or rotating in that trunk. Ideally driving that side of the chest a little farther forward if we can. But we'll go ahead and switch sides. Same idea. Lift to stuck, rotate through, keep chest square. Alright, we're going to send just one arm out to the side. We're going to find rotation in it. We're going to rotate as high as we can into that shoulder, as far as we can into the shoulder, pressing to that end range, searching that tension, opening it up. Alright, same thing other side, finding end range of motion, searching for tension, pressing into it, opening it up. Alright, cool. We're going to put an arm out in front of us now. We'll pull it back and then we'll push our shoulder blade down and then we'll try and find a circle in that position, a rotation in that position. Again, pressing into that end range, searching for it in the shoulder, pressing in, opening it up. Switching sides, again, we'll pull the shoulder back, push it down, and then rotate from that pull back and press down position. Good. All right, and up next, we'll find our way into some elbow. We'll have an arm out to the side, extended. We'll just draw a big old circle over top of that arm, reaching back as far as we can, pressing to tension, opening it up, nice and controlled. And let's switch direction, same thing going the other way. Again, owning the rotation, keeping the control, pressing to tension. And switching sides, same idea, finding rotation, keeping control, pressing to tension, opening it up. And switching directions. Good, y'all. All right, into those wrists next. Elbows straight, fingers wide. We're going to raise and lower, pressing into our end range of motion, searching for tension, opening it up. And we'll find our rotation next, drawing that circle with it. Again, pressing to end range, searching tension, opening up. And let's switch directions, same idea. Nice and controlled, full end range, nice and smooth. All right, last little bit will be through the fingers. Finger fan, we'll stack the fingers on the index as best we can. We'll fan them open nice and wide. We'll stack them on the pinky as best we can. Then it's back and forth, index, pinky, pinky, index, smooth and controlled, opening those hands wide. All right, very good, y'all. Let's go ahead and give those hands a shake. Move around a little bit. Deep inhales, long exhales, move through. Brilliant, y'all.